والله يدعو إلى دار السلام ويهدي من يشاء إلى صراط مستقيم.
Glory be to Allah who sent Ramadan as a mercy to mankind. It's a purification of our soul, our heart and our mind. Bear with patience for the sake of our Rahman. A continuous training to strengthen our Iman. With the most sincere devotion and love we fast, to be cleansed and free.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear Huda TV viewers. Hello and welcome to our wrap-up episode of your program, Ramadan Changed Me. Well, we're doing this episode because we've had so many phone calls and so many emails requesting us to sum up the objectives of the show and the results towards achieving the ultimate goal of positive change after the end of the holy month, and to be the best that we can be and invest in our relationship with Allah, with ourselves and with our communities. And we've also been asked by our viewers via phone calls and mails to have this episode also to announce the winner of the 10th episode, the daily laptop given out here on Ramadan Changed Me, and to give instructions to the winners on how to receive their prizes. Of course, the prizes and all of this is through the Hulul Center for Counseling and Training in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and really a message of appreciation for those who made this program a success. Again, the thanks goes to the sponsor of this program, the Hulul Center for Counseling and Training in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Of course, we are accompanied by our life coach, a psychotherapy specialist and self-development trainer who we've enjoyed listening to for the 10 episodes of Ramadan Changed Me this Ramadan, Sheikh Ramiz Ibrahim. Sheikh Ramiz, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Looking forward very briefly and in a very short while to hearing from you and to tell our dear viewers on the best ways indeed to keep that positive change after Ramadan, and to reflect on the many great thoughts you reflected upon during the past 10 episodes. But first, again, the many thanks go to our sponsor, Hulul Center for Counseling and Training in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. They inspired us with their experience in conducting this program in Arabic on Majd TV for 3 years now, and it's the first year on Huda TV. They also co-sponsored the actual production cost and paying fully of all prizes, inclusive of the 10 daily laptops, as well as the value of the grand prizes, of course, to be won through the website http://e.hulul.net/en. Again, we remind you that the self-evaluation tests you must do throughout the holy month, and even after Eid, some of those tests will be conducted after Eid, are at e.hulul, that's HOLOL.net, appearing on the screen. Our thanks cordially goes to Dr. Abdulaziz Lahmad, the General Director of Hulul Center, and Dr. Sulaiman Al-Jum'a, the Vice President, Brother Abdul Salam Ghalib, the Technical Manager, and Brother Hussam Fadl, the Manager of the English version of the program at Hulul. Jazahum Allahu Khairan all. This appreciation message also goes to our mentor, Sheikh Ramiz Ibrahim, of course, and all management and staff of Huda TV, who managed to bring up this outstanding show to the viewer in its best technical style. And of course to our dear brothers who joined us in the studio during the 10 days that we had this program on air. Now, the question of the 10th episode and the winner of the 10th daily laptop presented by e.hulul.net, the Hulul Center for Counseling and Training in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The question was, how many surahs start with the word Inna in the Holy Quran? And the choices were 1, 2 surahs, 2, 4 surahs, 3, 5 surahs. And the correct answer is answer number 2. 4 surahs start with the word Inna. And they are Surah Al-Fath, Surah Nuh, Surah Al-Qadr, and Surah Al-Kawthar. Inna fatahna laka fathan mubina. Inna arsalna Nuhan ila qawmih. Inna anzalnahu fi laylatil qadr. Wa inna a'tainaka al-Kawthar. And the winner is Sister Aisha Ja'far from Qatar. Sister Aisha Ja'far from Qatar is the winner of the 10th daily laptop presented on Ramadan Changed Me. And congratulations, of course. And allow me to say, dear viewers, I'm really happy because the end result was 5 brothers and 5 sisters winning the 10 prizes. The 10 daily laptops. Of course, the grand prizes through the website self-evaluation tests. And they total 80,000 Saudi riyals, and the first one is 20,000, the second 15, and the third 10. Here is now a reminder of the winners, the 10 winners throughout the program. And a small bit of instruction for all winners. First, a reminder of the winners. Winner of the first episode, Sister Hadiza Buhari from Nigeria. The second episode, Sister Susanna from Saudi Arabia. The third, Brother Muhammad Abdul Qadir from the United Arab Emirates. The fourth, Sister Iman Ahmad from Qatar. The fifth, Sister Maryam Melo from Saudi Arabia. The sixth, Brother Abdul Jabbar Yaqub Adam from Sudan. The seventh, Brother Hafid Bello from Ghana. The eighth, Brother Abdul Rahman Asad from Egypt. The winner of the 9th episode was Brother Tariq Salim Muhammad from Egypt. And the winner of the 10th episode, of course, was Sister Aisha Ja'far from Qatar. Now, a small bit of instruction to all winners before we all enjoy together Sheikh Ramiz Ibrahim's words. Please, dear winners, email all of your full details, and that's mobile, phone, country, mail address, zip code, a scanned copy of your ID or passport, and bank accounts, if any, to the sponsor of the program, Hulul Center for Counseling and Training, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and that's to the following address, e.hulul@gmail.com. Again, e.hulul.net@gmail.com. And also send a copy, please, to Ramadan Changed Me at Huda.tv. Now, all winners will get a written response or a phone call from the Hulul Center to agree on how to deliver the prizes, whether by delivering the laptop through any agent at your country or by paying its actual value by means of a bank transfer. Now, Sheikh Ramiz, we talked about making intention to change, positive attitude, time management, anger control, rage control, introducing yourself to yourself, self-development techniques, and how to have tranquility and live a happier life. And of course, the reward in the 10th episode. Please shed light for us so we can proceed indeed after the end of the great holy month.
Inshallah. Alhamdulillah, salatu wassalam ala Rasulullah. The amount of time that we have is not really enough for me to speak what I want to speak, but as a point, we cannot live in delusion. And many of us live in delusion. And most people, I mean, I was just sitting here thinking about what I was going to say and actually came to this. It's like a really funny thing. I thought if I was to go back in time and actually speak to myself as a young boy, would I put him in a position that I was put in as I was growing up? Or would I put him in a position, that is, as a young boy, in as a chance to fall into the hellfire or fall into a hole they can't get out of. And most people are living in that kind of that mentality, this mindset. They jump over the fence and hope for the best without looking over the fence first. They're in delusion. They can't see beyond their own ego. Like we mentioned about the person who only prays Jum'ah. And I would like to reiterate this point because it's very, very important. Most brothers who think they're just praying Jum'ah, they think they're doing their bit. And it's a very dangerous situation to be in. They're in delusion. It's complete living in a dream. And it's not for those people to actually redevelop or reevaluate their deen to say, well, this is the way I can practice it. Allah knows my iman. Allah knows my ability. And this is all that I can do. Well, this is farcical. You're having a joke with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You're making a joke with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And in the same light as when people say, I'll pray when Allah wants me to pray. The iman that allows a person to profess, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadur Rasulullah, to be able to say this with conviction and have no doubt, is enough iman to pray 5 times a day. And to wear the hijab. And to do all the other fara'id. Is enough iman. And that is suffice to say that when those people who do not follow through with action to back up their claim, they know that they're lying. They know that they're lying. Allahu A'lam, we don't know the hearts of the people. But to see other people pray 5 times a day and then they don't, and you say, well, maybe he's ignorant. Maybe she's ignorant. It's not really true. Because everybody knows, every Muslim knows that it's fard to pray 5 times a day. It's fard. And those who pray Jum'ah and think themselves lucky enough to think they're going to go to Jannah, then I would say very clearly, reevaluate your iman. Because it's your iman, that's your lack of iman, that's making you not believe in the tahdid, the warning of all the hadith. For example, one hadith in Musnad Ahmad, Man tarka salah faqad ashrak. Now, if you abandon the prayer, you've committed the highest shirk. Now that should be enough for a person's iman to say, whoa, I'm only praying Jum'ah. I haven't abandoned it entirely, but according to some of the mufassirin and some of the scholars, between Dhuhr and Asr, you've left the fold of Islam. And because of that warning, you should move yourself. At the same time, develop yourself, getting closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How can you expect to pray just Jum'ah and you worry about getting closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? It's suffice to say as well, in my opinion, that those who only pray Jum'ah, they don't really want to get close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They don't really care. They haven't got the iman to care anyway. It's not enough. And we know iman is by degrees.
It's amazing your emphasis, Shaykh, on the importance indeed of salah. I mean, it is imad ad-din. It is the number one.
This is the robe of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the one thing that if you leave the salah, Allah will leave you to your demise. You know, don't leave nothing in this dunya. Leave everything, but don't leave the salah.
Right.
You know, if you're sinning and you're in the noob all the time, you're sinning ma'asiyah, but don't leave the salah.
And if you do the salah, everything else will correct itself.
It will correct itself. If the salah is correct, inna salat tanha anil fahsha'i wal munkar. That if the salah stops you from doing evil things and wrong things. If you're praying and still you're doing sins that you want to stop, know there's something in the formula about how you're praying. You're rushing. There's not enough khushu'. There's not enough understanding of the fiqh of the salah. What is the sunnah? What is the fara'id? What is this? How can I improve on my salah? How can I improve on my khushu'?
Indeed. A great message from Sheikh Ramiz Ibrahim here, reminding us that salah is the main parts of our religion. Dear viewers, we'll be taking a very short break, and when we come back, before the break, we just want to notify all viewers who are registered to the grand prizes presented by the Hulul Center for Counseling and Training in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Please keep on doing all of your daily exercises and filling up on the designated website, of course, e.hulul.net, until the end of the great holy month. It is by those self-evaluation tests that you can win the grand prizes with the Hulul Center for Counseling and training. And we'll be having in the second part, along with Sheikh Ramiz Ibrahim, our life coach and psychotherapy specialist, a very dear brother from the Hulul Center for Counseling and Training, and he's the manager of the English version of the program at Hulul Center. Dear viewers, do stay with us. Assalamu alaikum.
With patience for the sake of our Rahman, a continuous training to strengthen our Iman.
Ramadan is the best time for the night prayer. All of us are supposed to change ourselves during the month of Ramadan because it's the best chance. Join us on Inspirations during Ramadan so that we can help each other to lift our Iman up and strengthen our hearts and get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن. And tajweed is a science that you cannot learn it on your own.
The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, he told us that, you know, we're never in the extremes, that we're always between it. We're in the middle path. He told us to take this middle path. We're the nation of the middle path. Ummatan wasatan, down the middle.
Bear with patience for the sake of our Rahman, a continuous training to strengthen.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear Huda TV viewers, once more. And we welcome now Brother Hussam Fadl, who is the manager of the English version of the program at Hulul Center, with us now live. Brother Hussam, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
First of all, how do you evaluate the English version of the show on Huda TV? You've been doing it 3 years on Manchester, of course.
Okay. First of all, I'd like to express my pleasure to be here in this unique program of Ramadan Changed Me.
It's our pleasure.
And with the unique coach, with the unique brother, Mr. Muhammad. Okay. Yes. Okay. About the issue of Ramadan Changed Me, the idea is that Ramadan is a very good chance to get positive changes. Okay. You get positive changes because you have many strong points in you. Okay, maybe you have them in separate items. Okay, you have them not organized. Our idea is that you organize them. Okay, you organize yourself. You take the strong points of yourself. Okay, with the help of Ramadan. Okay, Ramadan helps you strengthening your will. Okay, strengthening yourself. Ramadan lets you be the strongest ever, okay? It also gives you some incentives, such as, well, number one of the incentives is that doors of paradise become wide open, okay? Devils get chained, okay? When you do something good, when you do good deeds, they are multiplied by a factor of 70. These are all good things. These are all aids. These are all strong points that you have, and of course that everyone has. Okay, so Ramadan is strengthening everyone, strengthening your will, strengthening your body, strengthening your spirit, strengthens
your mind
everything.
As well.
Of course, your mind as well. Okay, and well, so far we have these strong points. Okay, the Ramadan Changed Me helps you organize them, organize yourself, make the best use of them, in order that you get positive changes. Okay. When you get positive changes, well, this is not a matter. This is not a matter that is made that may be made by mere coincidence. No, not at all. Okay, these positive changes get at first measured by the pre-measure. Okay, in the pre-measure, your personality, your attitude, your principles, your actions, your deeds are measured. Okay, after this, you do many applications. You are subjected to many issues. You are subjected to the coaching of our friend Mr. Ramiz. Okay, after having your applications, after being coached, after doing your assignments, after interacting with the site, after interacting with the program, after searching and looking up the questions, okay, in some book, and get knowledge. Okay, you get knowledge, you get information, you get some methods or some means, some strategies that can guide you, being positive, being
indeed being
strong.
a better person, and we thank you indeed, Brother Hussam, and of course you're representing the Hulul Center for Counseling and Training here. Such a great initiative indeed. It's just enough to say that people will be spending their time doing something useful, something that will make them a better person and will make them invest in their relationship with Allah, with themselves and with their communities. Brother Hussam, what are the conditions for qualifying to the final stages, after you do the applications and so on? And how do you really measure those who win or those who give the high marks?
First of all, I'll answer the first question. Okay, the criteria, or what are the requirements to get to be in the final competition?
Right. Okay.
Well, that everyone should do. The applications should be interactive with our site. Okay, should do the final measure. These are the three conditions.
Okay. What about the prizes themselves? How will they be? But before the prizes, the points you get, are they fixed with fixed mathematical equations?
Yes. Well, the procedure is as follows. Okay. Well, of course, everyone does the pre-measure, okay, and the final measure. The difference between, or the positive changes between the pre-measure and the final measure, okay, have 70%. Okay, we have to take in mind something very important, is that okay, you've got, or you have achieved 70%, and you did everything, but some things that are some very little tiny details are measured. Okay, for example, always, never, sometimes, so on.
Indeed.
Okay, this has some weight to us, represent something
so
to
it's
us.
not what you do, what you don't do, it's the change that happened. And after all, so somebody could be doing many great activities, more than others, but he will not be winning because the other had a big advance or a bigger change. And of course, and that's why it's called Ramadan Changed Me.
Changed me. The idea is the change.
Dear Brother Hussam, what about the prizes? How do you intend to give them out? And will you organize, for instance, a ceremony for all the winners and so on?
Yeah, there is a ceremony, but what I should say is that we have a very advanced mechanism of picking up the winners. Okay, the mechanism depends on accurate measures, on being interactive with the site, and on doing the assignments. Okay, the difference between the two measures is 70%. Okay, being interactive with the site is 10%. And doing the applications is 20%. That's 100%.
All right.
Okay.
Perfect. Sheikh Ramiz, again, as time runs out, and it has been the case throughout the program, especially when we had, of course, our dear brothers who we thank, who were in the studio with us, our 4 dear colleagues who were with us in the 10 episodes. I'm sorry for that. You're always short on time, but I want you again to say a final word to our dear viewers.
In conclusion, Bismillah, is anybody who wants to be to develop themselves to the best they can be, the first and foremost comprehensive works they need to do is to give Allah His right first. And whenever you go to a coach, the difference between an Islamic coach and a non-Islamic coach is that he or she will always guide you towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through your development, and not just ad hoc, generic attitude towards teaching and training. Most people don't know that if you can develop it. Even the Buddhists, just look at the Buddhists. They on earth they can reach a very high level of human understanding, human development, but they have no tawheed, and there's no salvation for them. But as regards to human development, if you want the dunya and akhirah, you have to first try and get close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, give Him His due right. That is praying completely, doing all the fara'id, etc., etc. And then finding a coach who will also help you, guide you along the way to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the best possible direction, by always encouraging you. And whenever you feel down, or you have a weekly session with the coach who will always use Quran and Sunnah to guide you to your development. But it starts with you first. Do you really want it? Like I said yesterday in the last episode, the 10th episode, what do you want and what are you willing to do about it? Mm-hmm. And how much effort you're willing to put into that want, that need.
You focused a lot, Sheikh, on introducing yourself to yourself during the episodes. So you're saying that a lot of us do not really understand our own selves. Or maybe some of us don't know what they want, or are not willing to do nothing.
Well, that's it. I mean, you will never know completely what you want unless you give Allah His due right. Allah will let you know yourself.
Indeed.
Allah will let you know yourself through ibtila, through tests and through calamities. You'll get to know yourself, and it'd be easier for a person to understand and recognize themselves if they first give Allah His due right.
Indeed, Sheikh Ramiz. Dear viewers, as we are approaching the end here, our great dua goes for the management of our sponsor, Hulul Center for Counseling and Training in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and the management of the entire staff of Huda TV. And of course, great thanks to our life coach and psychotherapy specialist and self-development trainer, Sheikh Ramiz Ibrahim, who flew all the way from London to coach this show. Thank you, Sheikh Ramiz. We've learned a lot from you and looking to learn more. And also, of course, many thanks to you, dear viewers, who have been with us throughout our episodes, those who called, made live phone contributions, those who emailed us, those who sent us the SMSs answering our questions, and those who didn't win before those who won. Again, we remind you to keep doing the self-evaluation test at e.hulul.net. We thank very much Brother Hussam Fadl, the manager of the English version of the program here in Huda TV. Of course, it's been there on Al-Majd TV for 3 years. Great success, great initiative, and we wish you all the success, Brother Hussam, and wish you, of course, Sheikh, all the success. And on a personal level, I really enjoyed being with you. And
my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, and hope to see you again soon.
It's quite an honor.
Thank you. Our honor, Brother Hussam and Sheikh Ramiz. May Allah bless you and reward you with the greatest rewards. Dear viewers, thank you for bearing patience with us throughout Ramadan Changed Me, and we hope indeed that at the end of the great holy month, and from now, that we will say, yes, Ramadan did change me, and yes, we've made that positive change. This is Muhammad Abdurrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Glory be to Allah who sent Ramadan as a mercy to mankind. It's a purification of our soul, our heart and our mind. patience for the sake of Ar-Rahman. A continuous training to strengthen our Iman. With the most sincere devotion and love we fast, to be cleansed and free from sins of the past.